Hey guys, this is going to be a quick video where I'll explain how to properly backtest and at the same time how to properly gather data to get the most out of your backtesting sessions. So first, you need to create an account with Forex Replay. This is not a sponsorship or anything. At least like in my case, I use it and that's what I've been using for this last 2-3 years. But also if you don't want to pay for that one, you can also pay for the backtesting tool on TradingView, or also, if I'm not wrong, I think TradeSella offers something very similar as well, so you could use that one if you want. But the main idea is to basically have a backtesting software where you're able to go back in time and test a lot of years, a lot of sample sizes, and don't stick to just the most previous price action. So whenever you create, in this case, this is going to be, of course, an example with Forex Replay, the one I recommend. You're going to create a session. This is very simple. You just go here, new session. I created one already to make this very simple, but you can just press here, new session, you create it, and you start backtesting. So let's go here, basically for you to understand how I do it. So in this case, let's say, for example, that, so you can go however you want. In this case, I went to 2022. So I'm, in this case, backtesting Euro USD 2022. And as we can see, we're currently December 31st of 2021. So if I move a little bit forward, now it's 2022, right? So January 2nd, 2022, and we can start backtesting. So I'm just gonna basically take, for example, a random trade here, right? So let's say that I'm gonna, for example, take this long position, targeting this high, and you guys can basically put here, place order, and you press, for example, a stop order in this case. So if price moves here, the trade's gonna get tagged. Now I'm in this trade, boom. So this was a stop loss. So this is where your main task comes into play, which is basically the following. First, you're gonna, of course, mark your setup, and then you're gonna go here where the camera is located. I'm gonna move my screen real quick. Where the camera is located, you're gonna go here. You're gonna basically press where it says copy link, and then you're gonna go to your trading journal. So this is, of course, mandatory. You can grab mine if you want. The link is in my bio, or also you can create yours, or basically pay for any other trading journal out there. And the idea is to journal your trade in this area. So what you're gonna do, so in this case, I was basically trading Euro USD. So important for you to understand this. Then you're gonna, of course, paste the entry time and the date of the trade. So in this case, I got tagged when price basically activated this stop order in this case specifically. So it was on January 3rd, the 16th. So 16th, January 3rd, 2022, right? And then in this case, it was a -1R because it was a stop loss. And let's say, for example, that I risked 1% of a 100,000 account. So it was -1,000 approximately. And then we, of course, put here stop loss. It was a long position. And as I explained before, we already copied the link of the setup or the screenshot, and we just paste it here. Then we just put if it our plan or no. Let's say, for example, that in this case, this trade didn't fit our plan. So we're going to put no. And that's basically how you journal this specific scenario. And that's how you start gathering data. You don't just stick to just one trade and then you basically make decisions based on the outcome of one trade. No, you just need to gather a lot of data, a lot of sample sizes, and stick to your system, gathering as much data as you can, and then go back to your dashboard or whatever system or software you're using to analyze your data, and you're gonna evaluate the performance of your decisions of your system. And in this case, for example, this is what I've, of course, collected in this last 2020, 2021, 2022, and I've collected almost 1,200 trades, so 1.157. And this is how you analyze your data, and this is how you make decisions based on data. So that's how you correctly and properly backtest. That's how I've been doing, and this is how I'm, of course, achieving great results in the market so far and starting to see some consistency. And this is how professional traders approach the markets, not based on emotions, not based on different systems every single day. It's based on something that it's mechanical, easy to replicate, and of course, something that you can measure based on data. So this is how you properly backtest. Make sure to go to Forex Replay or whatever backtesting software you can use. Start backtesting, go back in time and test your strategy thoroughly. That's how you're gonna achieve great results if you stick to what you're doing.